Hello everybody, I'm Caitlin and this is my channel, the Crystal Sun and Moon Tarot. This is my first time ever really doing something like this, so I decided to do a pick a card reading. This is going to be mainly just for kind of what the universe has to tell you, what your spirit guides have to tell you. And so if I fumble over my words or something, or kind of like pause during my reading, I am sorry. Like, I'm getting used to it, so hang in there with me. But if you're drawn to this video, to this reading, to this just pick a card thing, you know, take what resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate, you know, just go on, move forward. It doesn't resonate with you, it wasn't meant for you. And yeah, so I have 3 crystals right here. I have my amethyst. This is a nice amethyst pendant. I love wearing this. It's one of my favorite ones, honestly, to wear. I actually stopped wearing it recently, and because I just felt like I need to wear my rose quartz one more. So I went from wearing my amethyst for a few weeks, now I'm wearing my rose quartz, but this is my amethyst pendant. This is a moonstone, and this is one of my favorite ones. It's good for, like, just, you know, good stuff like fertility. Apparently, like, I have a hormonal disorder, so it's like to help like ease your hormones and stuff like that. But I also really love it. It's super beautiful. I like to carry it around with me for good luck and stuff like that. This is my opalite pendant. This is actually the first pendant that I ever bought and was attracted to. I absolutely adore this pendant. It's good for business, prosperity, stuff like that. So it's absolutely gorgeous. If it's held up to the light, it changes colors. I love it so much. So it's amethyst, moonstone, and opalite. And I'm going to be using a variety of decks. I have 2 oracle decks and 2 tarot decks. And so, well, one of them is a Kipper deck. This is one by Chiro Marchetti, but I kind of use it more like an oracle deck. I find that I like it like that. But so, I will leave timestamps in the description below. Remember that this is for entertainment purposes. And yes, good vibes only. If you have any tea, water, coffee, whatever you got with you, if you got wine, I don't care, you know, smoke a little herb, like, do what you want to do. You know, light some incense, get in the mood, just have fun. And yes, so I'm going to be shuffling for each group. So I'm going to start with the amethyst. I'll put this back here. Amethyst is right up here. I'm going to put up here with my candles. And I feel like I want to use my Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. It's one of my favorite. Like, I got this deck a couple weeks ago, and I absolutely love it. Like, I really love this deck. I don't know why. I just love the artwork. I love the messages. I can relate to it a lot better than a usual, like, you know, Rider-Waite, like, tarot style deck. You know, that kind of has like more Christian themes, but I kind of like the more pagan themes in this one. Just a little more witchy, a little more me, to be honest. So for the amethyst group, there is the 4 of Swords, Karma, which is represented in this deck. Instead of it being Judgment, it's represented as Karma. This is the 6 of Swords, and then the World card. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to then pull an oracle card from my Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. This is my first oracle deck. I absolutely love it, and because Halloween is coming, I am so hyped. You guys, like, I'm hyped. I just got my nails done Monday, so like a couple days ago. I just got them done. They're Halloween themed, and I didn't have anything really to cover up this table and kind of have a tablecloth, so this is actually my scarf. It's one of my favorite scarves. I love wearing this in the winter time, even though it's Florida, it doesn't get cold here often, but I love it. And so, group 1, is there anything I need to know? Group 1, the amethyst. Oh, there you go. Anything else? Anything else? Nope. This is midnight, the most magical hour of all. Okay. Okay, so you have the 4 swords, karma, the 6 of swords, the world, and then you have midnight. Okay. I feel like the 4 swords to me is always about like coming away. In this particular, it's about like healing, taking your time out, kind of like putting your sword down a little bit, putting your fences down and just relaxing. I forget what this, like whatever she's holding or something. I forget what it's called, but it's about, it was used for healing. So it was used a lot for healing, you know, taking a time out. And it's just like, I feel like it's saying that you need to take time out for yourself, especially when I get this card, I always feel that it's take time out for yourself, because there's cycles going on, and something that you've kind of maybe been waiting for a while is on its way. You know, it's coming, it's on its way. The 6 of Swords, like, you know, it could be that maybe you're gonna be traveling soon, maybe, you know, you got something coming toward you that you're kind of been expecting it though. I feel like you've been expecting it for a while. You've been anticipating it. You're waiting on it. It's kind of taking its time. Like, it's not like aggressively paddling. It's kind of like taking its time, you know, just like strolling along, doing you know, but there's something that's coming to fruition. And with the World card here and karma, there's like an end of cycle. There's a completion of something. And right now, it's okay to take your time to like, take your time for yourself, you know. And with midnight here, I feel like you maybe like not really expecting that. That kind of comes out of the blackness, you know, but at the same time, like, it's a blessing in disguise. You know, it's kind of, you've been waiting for it for a while, but at the same time, it's kind of come at you a little unexpected. Because I mean, I don't know if you're dealing with an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, if there's anything like that, because like you have karma here, which is the number 20 in the major arcana, and you have the World card, which is 21. So it's literally like they're right next to each other, and that cycle is completing. So it's like you're going from one to the other. Like, as soon as this karma cycle is done, as soon as this, you know, whatever this message is, maybe, I feel like it might be a message. Now I said that, I feel like it's a message of some kind, and maybe it's gonna come at like midnight of some kind, you know, as far as like time, because I don't get this card often. I don't pull this card often, and right now it's just telling me, like, I get it more as like time right now. It's not really, it's kind of like, it's coming out of the blue, but it's also like, and maybe in the middle of the night, maybe it's like you're waiting on somebody and they're like, they text you in the middle of the night when you're not expecting it, you know, like a 3 a.m. text for whatever reason, because like they can't sleep or something's going on. But yeah, I'm going to pull a card from my Kipper deck by Chiara Marchetti. Message of concern. Told you it was a message. It was a message of some kind, and I just flipped the deck over and it has Mature Man on the bottom. So, is there something going on with you guys that like you're maybe waiting on something? Because like having Mature Man on the bottom, I feel like wow. Okay, that's number 5, and then this is 14, so 4 plus 1 is 5. So, okay. I feel like this message is going to come from somebody a little older. It doesn't have to be a man per se, gender-wise. It could just be someone that is very masculine, but definitely a little older. Could be a parent, grandparent, aunt, uncle, you know, just someone that's kind of older than you that maybe you've been waiting on. I don't know if this is like, you know, they screwed you over in the past or something, but something's coming in. It's like, it's a kind of message of concern though. Okay. Maybe you've been waiting on this. Maybe you've been waiting for this, or maybe you're the one right here, you know, that's literally like, you're just anticipating it. You're waiting for this cycle to end. You're waiting for it to come around. You're waiting for this message to come for you, but it's kind of taking its time, and it's going to come in the middle, you know, probably in the middle of the night, honestly. It's probably going to come when you're least expecting it. But like with the World card being here, I feel like everything's going to be okay though. You know, it's probably going to be a roller coaster, and like anxiety and everything that's coming up to this message coming through from this man, you know, or this masculine figure or anything, but you gotta understand that, like, it's gonna be okay. Like, everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be in balance. Like, it's meant to come like this. Even if, you know, the message isn't what you were expecting or what you're hoping for, it's gonna be okay. You know, and the 4 of Swords here, like, just don't forget to like take care of yourself. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Don't forget to do the healing that you need to be doing, because we're always healing. I do a lot of healing. Like, I've been doing a lot of healing these last few weeks, you guys. But yeah, like, take time for yourself. Remember that, like, it's coming, like, the cycle, if you're feeling anxious or anything about this, it's okay. Like, it's gonna come. It's probably not gonna come the way that you expected, but it's going to come. Like, you don't need to be in this, you know, you don't need to be worrying. You don't need to be clutching your pearls. You can relax, you can calm down, and that it's gonna be okay. Like, it might not be picture perfect, but it's gonna be okay. All right, so that's for group 1. And yeah, I think that's a pretty good reading. I am going to continue to use the same cards within a deck. I shuffle and everything, so if you resonated with one reading, you know, and maybe you go into another one, you choose another deck, you can, you know, do what you want. But all right, for the Moonstone group 2, the Moonstone group. What messages do they need to hear? Group. Okay. I'm gonna take that one and these ones. And I feel like I should just take the 7 of Cups. This group is fine, but the 7 of Cups I feel like goes with this group. Okay. I forgot to do the bottom of the deck for the first one, but the Hermit is on the bottom of the deck for you guys. So, okay. We have the 6 of Cups, the Hanged Man, the 10 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, and then the 7 of Cups. So, what do you guys need to know? 6 of Cups, Hanged Man. Okay. Now, before I do this reading, I'm going to pull from my Halloween deck. And if you guys didn't look at the first group, this is my Halloween Oracle deck by Stacey DeMarco. Hi guys, I am so sorry about that. My dad literally called me and interrupted the reading. So this is my Halloween deck by Stacey DeMarco for group 2, doing the Moonstone. I do record on my phone because I feel like the quality is better. Then, you know, my laptop's a few years older, so I don't really know how to use that, but I'm gonna have to tell him that I'm doing a reading. So, okay. Group 2, Moonstone. Group 2, Moonstone. What does Group 2 need to know? Ooh, okay, that flew out. Anything else for Group 2? Is there anything else for Group 2? Okay. The underworld, where all things pause and begin again. Okay. I kind of like this because you have the Hanged Man right here, where all things pause and begin again. And you have the Hanged Man. So, okay. I feel like everything, because you have the Hanged Man right here, it's the only major arcana, and it's all like surrounding it. I just kind of put the cards where I feel like they should be, whether it's like 4 across, 1 down here, or 3 across and 2 down here, or like, you know, this one or this one or this one or this one. It's just kind of how I feel that it should be. And the Hanged Man is literally surrounded by all these cards. And you have the 6 of Cups and the 7 of Cups, and you have the 2 Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. And then you also have the Hermit on the bottom of the deck. So, wow, you guys. Okay, so I feel like you guys are right here because of all these little, you know, the minor arcana around it. I feel like you guys are in the Hanged Man right now. You're kind of stuck. You're not really knowing where to go. You kind of just feeling like, you know, I have all this stuff around me that's like, you know, that like, I got the 6 of Cups. You're like, you're maybe feeling a little childish. Maybe you're reminiscing about somebody. Maybe it's somebody from your past. Maybe it's just, you know, you're thinking about what it was like to be kids, maybe with a sibling or something. Because you also, on the opposite side, have the 10 of Pentacles, which is about family, which is about, you know, fulfillment and everything, and kind of the stability in the family life. And I feel like there's something to do with your family, honestly. With that, like, I feel like there's something to do with your family. You have some decisions to make. Like, you have a lot of choices regarding, like, family, whether it's, starting a family with somebody else, or your current family, immediate or, you know, extended, and you kind of have a decision to make. And maybe you're even like blocking yourself off from them. Like, you might actually be blocking yourself off from your family, you know, because something's kind of going on. Maybe there's a fight or something. I mean, like, this is all pretty positive energy. And it's the only one that's like kind of raising a concern for me is the 2 of Swords. So I don't know what's kind of going on with your life. But whatever Group 2 is going through, it has to definitely do, I feel, with family. Whether you have like kids involved, maybe you have this, maybe this is about your children. You know, maybe you have children with somebody else and you're not really knowing what to do. Maybe you're at a crossroads because you're like, I want this life with them and everything, or I don't know, I just got a feeling that maybe it's for somebody out there. This is definitely not going to resonate with everybody, but I feel like for some of you out there, you want this family life with somebody. Like, you want the 10 of Pentacles, you want this fulfillment, you want it with this person in your life. And I feel like you or they have children, and maybe this conflict is coming from like one of you guys doesn't have children, never really wanted to have kids, doesn't really, you know, see themselves as a parent or something. And so there's like kind of like this hanged energy going on with that, and that you're not knowing what to do. Like, you guys both like want this fulfillment, this family life. It doesn't necessarily have to involve children, even though there's a child in this. It doesn't necessarily have to involve children. It's just like a happy, stable family life. You want that with this person. And it involves children of either one of you, or maybe both of you guys have kids and you're not sure how to mix it together because maybe there's some stuff going on, you know, with either of you on your sides. Maybe there's some like stuff with an ex and a family, and they're like, I don't want you to, you know, introduce my kids to this person without I meeting them, or something like that, you know. That it's kind of like you're not wanting to really step on toes. It doesn't feel terrible, but it's kind of just like, you know, how do we go about this? And you have all these different options of how to go about it, and you're kind of stuck not knowing, and you don't really know how to make a decision right now. But And then you have the underworld, where all things pause and begin again. And I feel like this goes right with your Hanged Man, because you guys are kind of taking a pause and you're trying to figure it out. But with the underworld, it's okay, because where all things pause, they begin again. They begin again. It'll be fine. Everything's gonna be okay, you know. It's just, you need to take a step back, and you do need to take this time to contemplate. With the Hermit, you need to take this time and you need to contemplate and weigh your options, one or both of you. And well, obviously, if it's a relationship, you both need to weigh your options. It's got to be an equal partnership in this, especially when you have children involved. And you guys need to take a step back and really think about what you're going to do, and kind of like, what's the best option going forward for both of you and for everybody involved, including the children. Always, you know, I'll say this for anybody that's having kids and everything, like, always think about your kids. Like, put the kids' well-being before your own. No matter how much that you want this, you know, with them, maybe you want it as soon as possible, but kind of, I can't believe I'm saying this, but like, stay in this Hanged Man energy for a little bit until you take your time to go deep inside with both of you and figure it out. You know, take the time to pause. Take this pause right now, because where all things pause, they begin again. Okay, so it's okay to take this time away. Like, it's not going to be terrible. There's no, you know, it's not going to end in misery or anything like that. You know, that's not what's going on here. That's not the energy at all. It's just that, like, you're kind of stuck. And I don't know why, like, I started this wanting to be like, you know, oh, chill or whatever. Like, it's for anybody. But really, I just, as soon as kids popped in my head, like, that's exactly what this is. This is people that are just not knowing what to do when it comes to kids in this relationship, because either one or both of you has children and you're not sure how to go about it. Whether, you know, one of you doesn't really want kids, not really sure how to handle kids, or like something else, you know. So I'm going to pull from my Kipper deck, my Tarot Machete, real quick to see if there's anything that you need to know. Yep. Lovers. So this is definitely about a relationship, you know. This is definitely about somebody in a relationship and courtship. So okay, stop throwing them out there. Okay, courtship. So this is what's going on. All right, with courtship, this is not a relationship. This is definitely saying that there's a lovers and then you have courtship. So this is not a relationship that has been in the, you know, works for a long time. This is a new relationship. This is a new relationship, and you're not really, you know, you're figuring these things out. You're in the beginning stages. You're in the honeymoon stage. You're trying to figure it out, because whenever both of you have kids, you're like, okay, we're not really making a commitment. We're kind of seeing how we feel each other out, and at the same time, it's kind of moving to this lovers energy that's like, we kind of want a little more. You know, we're kind of seeing ourselves with them in the future. We can see ourselves with them. And so you're kind of at the stage in the early parts of your relationship where you're like, okay, what do we do about the kids? Like, you know, when do you meet my kids? When I meet your kids? Like, how are we going to go about this? And so that's really just what this is. And that's just all I say, is that, you know, take your time. Go within, be the hermit. Maybe whenever both of you is a Virgo, I don't know. But, and the fact that you also have like 2 water signs right here. So like, one of you could be a Virgo. The other one could be like a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or have just like a lot of water in your chart. Or maybe it's just a lot of emotions going on with this, because you're like, I don't know how to deal with this. But go within, you know, calmly come to a decision, because it's all gonna be fine. Like, from what I'm getting here, it's all gonna be fine. Things are gonna pause and they're gonna begin again, and it's gonna be beautiful and fine. Okay, all right guys, that was a really beautiful reading, and I hope you guys are doing good with that. All right, good job, Moonstone. You guys are on a really good path for yourselves, you know. All right, moving on to Opalite. Yes, this is Opalite. All right, so those of you that chose Opalite, you know, I am actually going to pause and relight an incense because I want my incense to keep burning. Like I really like that. Nail problems. I just really like when my incense are burning and kind of just bringing in the goodness, you know, bringing in the positivity. It's a smell that lets me kind of relax, you know. I like to brush. Sometimes when I can't sleep, I'll burn incense. You know, it's just like I can't sleep. I'm just going back and forth, and then the smell actually like relaxes me. You know, like the smell relaxes me, and so I'm just gonna burn some incense, and we will get into opalite. Okay, that wanted to pop out. I don't know which one it is, but it popped out. I feel like I should take it. I don't usually take them when they pop out like that. Oh, 6 of Cups. I don't usually take them when they pop out like that when I shuffle, but I felt like I should. I'm sorry if like the shuffling on this table is loud. It is, it's a plastic fold-out table. I'm supposed to be getting a new kind of like nicer like poker style table to have in this room because this is actually my niece and nephew's room that I'm filming in. It just has better lighting and it can fit the table unlike my room. But yes, opalite. They need to know. I don't usually take those either, but they all popped over. You know, they all flipped over and I felt like I needed to take them. Okay. 10 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. Alright, 6 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, the 4 of Swords, and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, y'all. What's going on with the opalite group? What is this? Because, yeah, Pentacles on Pentacles and Swords on Swords, like, and you got water and fire. Like, what is going on with you guys? Okay. Okay. I'm going to pull, hi guys, sorry. Got another call from a weird number, of course. So, this happened to group 2 also. So, this is my Halloween Oracle deck by Stacey DeMarco. I'm going to pull some cards from this, kind of just to see what y'all need, and then I'll pull from the Kipper deck at the end. And again, I'm sorry if it's loud shuffling on this. Alright. Also, I am so jacked for Halloween. Like, I am so ready for Halloween this year for some reason. Like, and if it doesn't flip, like, by the way, if the cards don't flip over, like, I don't take them. If they just kind of, like, do that thing, I don't do that. They gotta, like, flip over or flip out. Like that. Thank you. Is there anything else that the opalite group needs to know? No. Okay. Okie dokie artichokes. Okay, Skull of Darkness, Blind Spots. But yes, I'm so psyched to use my Halloween Oracle deck on Halloween. Because, like, my nail is Halloween. I'm so excited. Anyway, back to your reading. Okay, so seriously, what's going on with y'all? You have the 10 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. Like, this is immediately what draws my attention because the rest of this is pretty okay energy. But then you have just swords. Like, whatever happened here, and it's like it's all surrounding it. So, like, okay, I kind of feel like this, whatever happened here, I feel like it's already happened to you. Like, I feel like this has happened, and everything else that's basically, like, flaring out from it, is kind of what you're doing right now. So whatever this Ten of Swords energy is, if, something ended, something ended kind of painfully, like pretty painful actually. Wow, I usually don't get that from the Ten of Swords, to be honest, but wow, like something painful ended. But at the same time, it kind of had to happen because look at all this beautiful kind of energy around it. Like, even though, yeah, you have the Four of Pentacles around here, which is kind of maybe, being a little stubborn or stuff like that. It's kind of understandable coming out of the Ten of Swords energy. Like, you're kind of going to be a little more guarded. You're going to be a little more stubborn, maybe with your finances, whatever happened in the material world. Like, you're going to be a little guarded. You're not going to be, you're going to be like, no, I'm not going to move. Like, this is what I'm doing. And, you maybe trying to find balance. I feel like you're finding balance within your world, and you're doing a pretty good job of it. I know in some other decks, I just watched Ray of Light do a reading in one of his decks. His Two of Pentacles, the page, the guy, whoever is juggling, like, he's on one leg. He's sitting on one leg, kind of off balance. He hasn't found his balance yet. But in this one, like, you're doing but in this deck, like, you got two legs firmly planted. Like, you're good. You're finding your balance. You're really good. You're just kind of like doing you, staying steady, some earth energy. So it's like earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And so you have air right over here with the Ten of Swords and the Four of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then, water, fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But I feel like, are you like, maybe, I feel like you're like having a strong earth energy right now. I feel like there's strong earth energy going on with you. Whether you are a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I am a Capricorn sun. And so, hello, my other Capricorns. I know the feeling of like being stubborn, not really wanting to move, kind of being a bit of a goat, not really wanting to move, listen to others, and you're trying to really balance yourself out within the material world, what's going on around you. But yeah, you have the Ten of Swords right here. So something bad happened, but then right under it, you have the Four of Swords, which is all about healing. It's about taking time for yourself. It's about healing yourself, and maybe you're in this Four of Pentacles energy because you're trying to heal yourself, You're trying to heal yourself from this because this was painful, man. Wow, I'm kind of resonating with this. This was painful. Like, this was not fun. And so you're taking this time to stay strong and heal yourself. And maybe, you're guarding yourself a little bit while you're trying to figure things out, while you're trying to find balance in your life, see what fits, see what doesn't, see what's serving you, see what's no longer serving you. Maybe even releasing that energy. Like, when you go into this healing stage, like, I do encourage that, like, you kind of release some stuff that's no longer serving you, because when you go into a healing stage, kind of like hermiting yourself, doing a Virgo thing of hermiting yourself, you're doing some inward healing that's really necessary for you to move on, for you to grow, for you to move on, to learn your lessons. I always say, forget the mistake, remember the lesson. That's like, move away from this energy and just remember what you've learned from that, and what you're going to do coming out of that, so that you can move forward in a positive, happy manner, that's going to be better for your life. And maybe this could have been somebody that you had a connection with, maybe somebody from your family, maybe somebody from childhood, maybe they just maybe you just felt like children together, maybe they made you giddy, maybe it was a terrible relationship, a relationship that was fun in the beginning, but it ended terribly. I feel really bad saying that, but I also have like the Four of Wands here, so maybe this was something that you had a lot of fun with, there was a lot of fun. It was just like the end of a relationship that, like, you had a lot of fun. Maybe you even saw yourself building, family together. Maybe you were living together. Maybe you were making plans to live together or something like this. And it just, suddenly it moved into this energy. And it was just like, boom, done. And you're just like, oh my God, like, I don't know what to do. I'm face down on the floor and I don't know what to do. I'm just crying because I don't know where to go. I was so caught off guard. But, you're now in the stage of healing that's come from this. you know, and you're kind of moving into this more stable energy that you're not being emotional about it like water, like cups, and you're not like being overly like angry or anything like that. You're not expressing yourself that much, like, you know, with any fire energy. You're going into Pentacle like kind of more stable, a little logical. I would say Swords be a little more logical, but like you're going more into like stable energy. You're not allowing yourself to be caught up in your emotions, to let your emotions take over you. And so I'm proud of you for that, especially coming out of this kind of energy, that you're going to be more stable with yourself. Maybe you're going to be a little more guarded. Maybe it was a relationship with your heart or something, and you kind of got your heart broken a little bit, you know, which is understandable. It happens, you know. I've had my heart broken, but just remember that like you're doing good. You're moving out of this energy. You're doing good. Like, and you can still have the Six of Cups. Like, don't worry. You can still have the Six of Cups. You can still have the Four of Wands. You know, maybe it's not with a specific person, but like it had to end. Like whatever it was, like it had to come to an end. And yeah, it was painful. It was really painful. A lot of things happen in our lives that we don't want to, and they're just so painful. But you know what? You're fine. You're fine. You're gonna stick through it. You're making it through it. Okay? And with the Skull of Darkness, I feel like there might have been some stuff that you're missing, you know? Skull of Darkness, blind spots. And maybe because this relationship was so perfect and so wonderful and so, you know, childlike and innocent, and it felt so good, and you're just like, yes, you know, I love this person. This is great. This is exactly the person I want to be with. But you're missing some things. You're kind of clouded. Honestly, you were clouded by this. You know, all these emotions, like this happiness, you're just kind of clouded. You're missing stuff. You weren't illuminated to the red flags that were popping up, you know? Maybe they said they didn't want kids, and you're like, well, I want kids, and one day they'll change their mind or something. It's like, nope, sorry. Like, that was a deal breaker for them. You know, that you really, really wanted kids, and they didn't want kids. You know, or this or that, or it could be any number of things, you know, it could be any number of things. But so, I'm going to pull from my Kipper deck real quick to see what other things, you know, kind of have to do with this. But yeah, like, there's definitely heartbreak here, but you're building, you're healing, you're building, you're moving on. And dang, I didn't think I'd be resonating with this, and I'm going to pull this one. Family room. So, family room. This has to do with like family. This has to do with, you know, you let someone in. You let someone in because like this isn't like a regular drawing room or something, kind of like, you know, for casual guests. This is a family room. This is for people that are friends, family, very close to you, that like, you know, you live in this room. You know, this is a room that you're seen in. You kind of just like, you know, this is the family room. I don't know how else to put it. You know, this is a part of the house that like, you know, you would let them in. I feel like this goes along with it, that there was something to do with family here. You know, that you felt like you saw this future with them, to have children. You know, you saw a future with them, with maybe having kids and everything, and yet, you know, you felt stabbed in the back because they didn't want it. You know, and people just, they don't have to want what you want. You know, everybody has free will, and it sucks, and it's painful. God, is it painful, but, you know, you're going to move on. You're fine. You're going to be fine. That's literally what I'm seeing here. It's just beautiful, positive energy. You're going to be fine. You're moving on. You're healing. And that's all you have to focus on. What popped out? Bad health. Interesting. Okay, bad health. I'm actually going to pull. I'm going to read what bad health is. It's number 31. Because, like, they can be... So in the Kipper deck, it can be, like, a literal, like, there's bad health going on. Something bad is not, you know, going on or something. Okay. But it could also be, like, there's, like, the literal sense. So, like, this is an actual physical room. You know, this is an actual physical room. Or just, like, this is your family. Like, it's more abstract, kind of more oracle-y. Okay. Okay, here's one that I was immediately drawn to. Because there's, like, different author's interpretations for each card. So, it is time to rest and to recover now. You should retire to do nothing. Bad health can indicate a patient's room, bed rest, or medical treatment. In love matters and can indicate problems in the relationship accompanied by feelings of powerlessness. At a professional level, it describes a temporary break in the form of illness and inability to act. This is literally it, guys. Like, this relationship, whenever it wasn't healthy. Man, I'm resonating with this. It was not healthy. It was not like this need, this want for a family, this want for, this just want to be together with this person. Like, it wasn't healthy, but it's okay because, like, yes, it was painful, but you're moving on, you're healing. Take time to heal. I'm really emphasizing this. Take time to heal because I've been taking time for myself to heal, and this is exactly where you need, like, this is where I feel like I'm moving into. I'm moving into kind of more of just getting myself together. So please, all you guys that have Opalite, it's not the end of the world. It's not, this person felt like family. You may even still feel a strong bond with them. That's fine. That's totally fine. But whatever pain this was, all this other stuff that's around it is more important. Your healing is more important. Building yourself back up. Yes, maybe you have to guard your heart a little bit. That's fine. That's natural to feel, especially if you've had your heart broken. Like, it's natural. But find the balance again. What goes around comes around. Like, the infinity symbol, what goes around comes around. It's karma. It'll be okay. Everything will come back. Everything will find balance. The universe will find balance for you, Okay? So, that is it for the Opalite reading. I'm so happy that you guys stopped by, came upon this reading, whether you stumble upon it or not, especially because this is my first official video that I've been doing. But yes, I'm so blessed and happy to have had you guys come into my life, come into my reading, come into my channel. So I'm gonna be uploading other ones, I guess, when I kind of honestly feel called to. But yes, I have enjoyed this very much. I've enjoyed sitting here with you guys doing your readings, groups 1, 2, and 3. Amethyst, Moonstone, and Opalite. It was beautiful, wonderful, and blessings to all of you. All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye.